Yeah, part 5 of Let's Build a CRM. Yeah, this is a live webinar, and I'm gonna try to, what is happening? Sorry. So I'm gonna show you what you can expect today. But before, shortly about me, I'm Jakob Jordan. For those who don't know, I grew up in Portugal and I live in Berlin. I am a UI UX designer since 10 years already. And Ninox, I started with Ninox 3 years ago, and it was actually a great tool to just like build prototypes. After 3 years now, I'm a workflow consultant and Ninox developer at Q23 Consulting. So for me, as a UI UX designer, I could build up very fast prototypes and help customers to like digitalize their workflows. And so today our schedule is a bit different because like the last times we were short on time and I couldn't show so much. We are actually have a core structure of our CRM where we don't do constructing anymore that much. We are going to do much more coding and scripts and automations. So this is our core structure already. For those who are new, I recommend to watch the first videos. You are going to see how the project grew over the time, over the last 4 webinars. And these are the modules inside Ninox. I'm going to show you right when we are finished with this. We are going to do some deep dives this time into dashboard, also global functions, and maybe if we have time, project templates. We have, so normally viewers ask for some change requests. We still have some open, and if you have change requests, just post it in the chat. We try to implement it as good as we can. So right now, to not blow up this webinar, we are only focusing on the access rights. I think this is a very important change request. It didn't work the last time, but now we figured the problem. So I'm going to show you this. And we also have a special feature. I think I never saw it before on Ninox. And we had this feature request from many clients. So this is totally new, I think. And yeah, I'm happy to present it today. In case you have any questions or you want to discuss your project, just write us an email or contact me on LinkedIn. Okay, let's build. So last time I guided you through the project. This time, and we build up a lot of stuff. This time, I build up some things up front to just give you an impression of what is possible. And so this is part 5. If you want to like get access to those databases, just write us an email or just write your email in the chat. We're gonna invite you. Okay, so part 5. I'm gonna dive right away into the special feature. So, and we implemented this only in the team members table. I'm gonna show you how like a dashboard can look like. So this is not like built in, but built with HTML. Everything you see here is implemented as global functions, which I'm going to show you in a second. But first of all, the special feature. The special feature is the tab navigation. So some people, like the built-in Ninox tab navigation is up here. You can see this. But due to like cleaning up the forms, we create, for a lot of clients, we create those tab navigations. And you can see, normally those tables and fields, they are all like either in the normal tabs or below each other. Here in this view, we cleaned it up, and you can see we hide them and show them only if we click on a specific tab. So this is a build function from ours. It's a global function, and maybe short about global functions. I think they are very, very important and very good to use for like components. If you want to build components that you use all the time. So what this a function is basically like you give the function a name and then give it properties, and those properties they are shown in a function field. So basically, this is a function field, and I get this formula, and I'm going to show you how this looks in global functions. So global function you find under the home options, and then global functions, and here happens the magic. So before I show you the code, I want to explain how this works. So we like when I click on one tab, we track in a special state table what tab we clicked. So function fields, for those who don't know, you can make them clickable. Like on click, you can fire a function. So if this function set tab is fired, it creates a new state here. So it creates like a new entry. I could do this manually too, like write projects. And now project is selected. So it's not very complicated, it's very easy. So this is how it works basically. And the other part is we ask, like we go here into the display field only, we ask which was the last entry we clicked, okay? So I know this might sound a bit complicated right now. You will have time to dive into it yourself, but I just wanted to show you this nice feature. And you can have, it's open source. You can like look into it in the global functions, and basically it's three things. It's get the tab, which is like how it looks and what we write into it. Set the tab, which is the function we fire, which creates like a new tab, like a new state, new tab state. And then this is the function where we show the content, which asks for the last entry and the state. So for those who have those issues and want to clean up their layouts, you should look into it. Okay, so this was the special feature.
It's very cool. Just to reiterate, like if you want to get access to the database and also obviously to this feature, which is really cool, really nice to get a very professional look on your database, either drop your email on the chat here, we will add you into the team, or for the viewers on YouTube, you can look in the video description and you will find a link to download all the databases.
Exactly. Cool. So maybe I showed quickly how we would like work with those functions. So first of all, we need like a new field. As we are in the team members area, I would like to just add some personal description. And as you can see, this field is shown on every tab. And now we want to add a new tab. That would be a new function, and we say get tab team. It says team because you need to do this function for every table. It's still in beta, but it works. And then you have to say, give the parameter this, which is the entry we are right now. Then the name of the tab, like personal. And you can also give it an icon. And for those who never saw this, there's a team called Webinar 2020. Webinar 2020. And there you have this cool database called icon set. And when you open it, you have all the names of the icons, which is pretty cool because I also can't remember them. So let's do some icon for personal, which would be, for example, man. We can also make this dynamic if we want. That's the cool thing on the tabs. But right now I'm just gonna do man. And yeah, that's the tab already. And you have to call it like tab 6, for example. Then you hide the label. Maybe style it and give it a center alignment. Then you put it up here, maybe here. Of course, we have to adjust a bit our layouts. Okay, so this was the first part. The second part is set the tab team. And then you say this, and you give it the name we just gave it here in the get tab. And that's basically it for the tab. And then if you click on the tab, you can see here you have, oh, this is the manual. The state is personal. Next, the last step would be to hide the field that we want to show only on this tab. Show tab content team. And I think it's just, it's just give it a name. No, it's missing something. This, yeah. Okay, that's it. Pretty easy. All right, these were the tabs. As we are in, as we looked into global functions, I want to explain you what's up with those boxes up here. So those boxes are dynamic, right? It's pretty neat to have like a dashboard kind of dashboard kind view. much easier than to look up into like how many tasks do I have. It's or filter them, right? You want to see it right away. So I'm gonna filter open tasks, and as you can see, it's only one open task. As soon as I open another task 7, you can see the number changes. So it's all dynamic. And also this one is a global function. So this is the function, and this is the data I inject. So you define the data up here, which is count tasks with the status 1, which is open. I could do the same for like 2. Right, and this would be in process, process, yeah. It's only 1, or also 3. So you can define whatever data you want to have inside this global function, right? And it's such a safe time saver, sorry, if you do it as a global function, because then you can like use it on other fields too. As you can see here, I inject the data, count date assignments, like those appointments that I got. For example, if I add an appointment here, like customer appointment, and choose a company, right? And then do the date assignment, like who's gonna take over this, this appointment. I'm gonna choose me. I don't know why here's so many weird fields, but I think it's automatically. So let me check. Anyway, I'm gonna choose like Jakob Jordan, which is connected to my user. So this is my team member. And now let's go back. Oh, it's missing. Still not showing any appointment, right? So check. Yeah. So this would be open appointments that I still have to do. If I go here and planning, I have this date assignment, this one, which is no. And as soon as I say, yes, I'm going to take over, I don't have any appointments anymore. So this is all very basic. It's like you would need to inject data that is interesting for you. But maybe you can see like the way I want to go. Okay, let's look into this global function too. Global functions. And this one, it's basically a mix of the data that we inject and the title we want to show below, right? Like appointment or task open. So these are the parameters I can give to this block data box, I call it. So you can call it whatever you want. And what I'm doing here is HTML. So you can use HTML in Ninox, which is pretty cool because then you can add some more styling. I'm not going to go deep into HTML, but yeah, basically I'm catching my variables and implementing them in my HTML markup. So if you want to use this, you can just like copy the whole thing and then use it in your project. Okay. So this was This was the dashboard. What I want to do now is, let me look up what is the next. Next up would be, like, as we are still in team members, I want to show you something we didn't do the last time, and that was like show only my, like the team member name that is connected to my user. So basic infos, I'm user Q23, and I want to see only my team member. So the others I shouldn't see. We have this already in this field service tool. So if I go here into edit fields, I added some code into readable if. And I define what is my user, which is a basic Ninox function that detects with which user you are logged in. And then I define my team member, which is the first team member that has this user. Okay, and then I asked if the team member, like the team member field, if it's like mine, show the entries. So if I add a new one, it shows already team member. And we're going to do the same for the team member table. So if we go to edit fields and we enter readable if. Okay. So here we ask if team member number is equal to team member number. Oh, it's ID in English. Okay, it should work. Yep, shows only my name, which is fine. And now I also don't want the team members to have to click on the entry. So I just add a new view, which is form. And it shows up the form in full screen. Then I can delete, like remove the view. And not from now on, all the team members that go to team member, they see only their profile. We could also rename it profile, but yeah, maybe due to like project managers should see everything, we could like also implement this in this code. Either it shows only mine, or user role is equal to admin. Maybe admin big. So now if I add a table list again, yeah, so someone with admin role can see all the team members. Someone with not admin role can only see his own. So that's basically what we wanted to show with the access rights. Of course, we can do the same for writing. So here I still can write into Felipe's. Felipe is dumb. Like nobody wants team members that do dumb stuff here. So what we're going to do is copy the code and do it in writable if. So now I can go into another team member's profile, but it can't change anything, right? I think this is very important for a lot of companies. And the same, or user role equal to admin. So admin has the rights to write into everything. Okay, so this is fast today. We had global functions and we had a dashboard, but only from the team member. Maybe if we have time, we look into like a dashboard for the whole company too. But first I want to show you something I prepared the last time, and that was project templates. So what is a project template? If we go into a project like this one, you have specific tasks, right? And if you don't want to, like some projects, they have all the same tasks every time. So you don't want to go into a project and create every task again. Task 1 and task 2, it just takes too long. So what we can do is add project templates, which would be preset tasks, right? And I prepared already like a template called newsletter campaign. First create graphics, create the content, set up target group, build the newsletter, and send the newsletter. So you can basically add whatever you want, like follow up, email, right? And then we go into the project, select the template, and click on use template. Nothing happens because we are going to write it ourselves right now. So let's code a bit. Let project be this, and now we select the project. Select the template. Let template be project template. Now we select let tasks. We select the tasks inside the template. Select, let me look up how they are called. Template tasks, all right. These are the template tasks. And now for each task, for task in tasks, do let new project task be create tasks. Now we add to the task, we add the project we are in. So project is equal to this project, here both. And now we have to give the project task the name of the template task. I think it's title, task name. It's equal to template task dot task name. All right. Now let's try if it works. So we select the project template, and voila, it creates my task automatically. So this is like what I said before. As soon as you have a good project structure or a core, you can dive into automations very fast. And this is what I call Ninox magic, because clients are like, what? I don't have to do all this again and again. And they really love this, right? And you can, of course, you can like adjust the tasks. It's just a template. We could also like add the task owner if it's like a special task. Create graphics would be for a team member that is a graphic designer, right? See, do we have the roles here? See. Yeah, here's a department assignment. Like dependent on those roles, or we add a role by choice, for example, like a fixed role. Designer. Or maybe this is complicated.
Save first.
Yeah, I know. Maybe we skip this part. We could do this, but it's easier to like say, give the template task like a person that always does this task, right? So we link the template task to a team member. Now create graphics is only done by, damn, this looks very bad. First name, we're gonna delete all these columns here. As long as you are in the edit mode, you can also like adjust the view, the list view. I wanna have the last name. Okay, that's it. So I'm doing the graphics every time. And so for the project, we can now implement in our script, new project task, dot task owner should be the team member from the template, task team member. Okay, so if we click now, it's going to duplicate all the tasks here. So we would like have to implement, or let me quickly delete all the records just to show it, just to show our feature with a fixed team member. Okay, so you can see the task is already assigned to me, and you can do this with all the tasks. So now that as we don't want duplicates here, we have to ask if there are duplicates and skip them. Let existing task be project tasks or task name equal to task name. Right. We did this before on several occasions. It's always the same. So we count how many tasks with the same name are in there, count existing tasks. And if there are more than 0, then it should void, like skip. Else, it should create the task. And we need another and, right? Yeah. Okay, so now you can see it skips. As soon as I delete one and click again, it just creates the one I deleted. All right. So that was quick. I don't know if there are any questions to that.
I think all good. We have one question on Facebook, not directly regarding, from Samalala. I think I'm butchering this name. Can I have this video in full, please? We will be uploading all the Let's Builds to YouTube. So stay tuned on the Ninox YouTube channel. There are also VODs on Facebook. So this live stream that you're watching on Facebook, you can go back to it and basically watch the VOD, or just wait until we upload the this Let's Build full on YouTube.
All right. So maybe to close this, what is important, I think, is the due date too. Maybe we make it dependent from the project date. And this is also just an example, but we could go into the template and the template task and add like days after due date, after project date. Which would be like, for example, for create graphics, be on the first day or on the second day. Create content would be 3 days later, 4 days later, and so on. I hope this is going to work. I'm doing this the first time too. So now we would say that the due date, due date is equal to the project dot date from plus. That's pretty cool in Ninox because you can just add numbers to dates and it automatically generates a new date. Just task dot, what did we call it? Project template task. You can always dive into it on the left side. Okay, days after project date. Okay, let's see if this works. Yep. So what else did we do? Create content. Click again. Yeah, it just adds the time that we forecasted for this task. All right. So I'll leave you with this. I think this is a good base. Maybe we still have some 15 minutes. I want to add like a global dashboard that you can maybe show on a monitor or something with some graphics, something nice looking, and save changes, put it up, should be the first thing. And we add a new dashboard, and we can already add a new view, like also dashboard. So it opens up the dashboard right away. I remove the list view. Okay. So now we want to add some charts. And this could be like the leads show up the leads that we have here with a specific state. Let me show up here, contacted, proposal, approved. So on the charts, they work like with the select. So maybe I show you first the view. So the view is basically you can select all leads. It gives you like a list of leads, and also this one is like new created, contact is called. Okay, so this would appear right away. But you could also filter them, right? So you could say where approval, wait. Payment proposal is equal to 1. Okay. So it shows up all the deals that are approved, and this system you can also use in the charts. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now we can edit the columns that we want to show. Now we can, for example, use right. Oh, this didn't show up anything. Okay. So the deal size is the number, and the name of the sales representative is our grouped column. Now should, nope. Need to give it a sum. Yeah. Okay. So now we have like a chart of all sales guys that have closed the deal. All right. And if we add or approved a deal, I think we filtered it for approved. Could also say payment is equal to 1, which would be paid, right? And only edit. She managed to like close the deal fully. We can add some more deals, like for example, from someone else. Now it shows up all my new created tabs. We just want to show the names in this view. First name. Okay. Alex won the deal, proposal approved, and it's paid. now as we go to the chart, it should show up also Alex. Something wrong here? Page should be number 2. So payment is equal to 2. Exactly. So here we have Jacob. Here we have Edith. She's working on it. Now we put it to paid. Now you can see the deal size of each team member. So let us look into first name. All 400,000. Do it a bit less. Okay, and someone is not showing up at all. Don't know why. Maybe it's not enough. Let's give it 50,000. Okay, so it shows up only the lowest as a benchmark. But as you can see, you can like add several parameters to to visualize data that you have. And like we could also add those cool boxes. Now we open a function and we count count customers. Select companies. Now we can start to style this dashboard. That's 500 companies. We could also count deals closed. Count, select leads where approved is equal to 2. Nope, not approved. It's payment. So again, payment equal to 2. Closed deals. Hide the label. All right, 3 closed deals. So yeah, we're kind of at the end of our time. Do we have more questions or?
Yeah, so basically, if you have questions, please let us know in the chat. While we wait, I think it's good to highlight that this is really powerful to create, for example, a business intelligence interface for management so for example, you have the everything we did until this point is more operational in the day-to-day, and you can, for example, use a dashboard like this to then aggregate the data so you don't have to kind of count how many appointments were done or how much volume, how big the volume of closed deals was. You can basically just have it all in one view, have a table or have a chart showing you everything. So I think this was just a small example, but obviously you can do very complex and very interesting business intelligence interfaces using that.
Exactly. Maybe for those who are coding, just one last small change I did on the appointments. I think this is very helpful. So first of all, I added a new type for appointments, which is like either customer appointment, and it shows up company fields that I can select, or internal, which should show up then like a team member. But anyway, what I wanted to show you is if I choose a company, this is what we had last time already, I can select a contact, but only from this company. So it limits the contacts. As soon as I delete the company, I can choose from all the contacts I have. So if I know who I want to visit, like the other way around, first choose the contact, it injects automatically the company here. So you can't do any mistakes. As soon as I delete, it deletes also the company. And you can find the code here, trigger after update. So it's pretty simple. It just asks if the company field is empty, and if it's empty, it injects the company, right? So those small things are very helpful. All right. Yeah, in general, to say, this is just a prototype, right? Prototyping means you want to show up very quickly what is possible. And of course, there are a lot of, like, we are leaving here a lot of open links that should be like, can be closed in further webinars, or maybe this is also a good base for like a CRM Pro template with Ninox that we might continue building. And yeah, so far so good.
Exactly. So I think it's a good way to show what's possible in a short format or in a condensed format. And obviously different companies or different people would expand in the exact area of functionality that they most need.
Exactly. Yeah. So, you know, when you're in a real project, mostly the customers tell you what they want and what they need. So it's growing with the feedback. As we don't have, like, I didn't see someone who's really like from the operational part or from the user part of a CRM. But if we would have someone that is interesting in continuing to build the CRM, this would be really great, because we only can build great apps with real feedback.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's it for today. Thanks a lot, Jakob, for joining. As always, very interesting, very cool functions that I didn't see implemented in this way before. So again, for everybody who wants to get access to the database, you can drop us your email in the chat here. We will invite you into the team, so you can download the database, and copy some code from it, basically.
Cool. Thanks a lot. Bye,
Thanks a
guys.
lot. Bye.